Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of the STIMPYLAND commentaries. We've got quite a few more of these to go. Today we're going to be looking at... Today was actually the same night that we did the part 1, but you've waited like a few days before you got to see it because we're special and we're cool.
Yeah,
so,
fucking LOL.
So part 2, we're doing Crash 2 and we're doing Crash 3. Like I said in the last episode, we're going to be skipping this gay little intro. Because I don't think anything here is different.
No, I think it was the same one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway,
let's start this one.
Before we go, really quick, I need to do one more. There we go. Okay. Awesome. I've been farting up a storm tonight. It's been pretty funny. Anyway. Okay, Liam, what are we gonna say?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say.
Of course. I am MONSTRO, Michael, formerly the STIMPYLAND, still the STIMPYLAND if you want to call me that, and I'm joined by Liam, aka Edward Apogee.
That's me.
Yeah. Anyway, also known as RageMaster15_. Anyway,
yeah, that was my
RageMaster15. It's your turn.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say this video or this episode isn't going to have any big intro. So if you want to get all the context about why we're doing this, don't know why you'd be watching the second episode first, but just in case, go to the first episode when we talk about why we're talking about these videos again. But yeah. Anyway.
Well, thank you for that. Anyway, let's just get to it. Let's just jump into it. Let the conversation begin. Anyway, let's go.
So let's talk about Crash Bandicoot for a second.
Hey.
Now, Crash Bandicoot was a huge success, and
you can already tell, by the way.
Yeah.
The delivery is considerably different.
Delivery,
yeah. Because I realized, people are actually watching this.
Crash Bandicoot 1 is the game that exists. It's and
I'm pretty sure there's less of the fading out. There's less of the breaks with the music, or at least I think that's how it works. Let's
Good game, but there was tons of room for improvement, as we're all aware. The save system was crap, the controls were terrible, and the levels and bosses were, let's face it, pretty forgettable.
Well, what's with this?
It set a good
video
foundation
problems. I'm pretty sure that was I don't know if that's my upload or if this is someone else's upload that did that, but saw those little glitches and shit.
Yeah, I saw them.
Whatever.
The series, and it was a good attempt, but it didn't master it. However, this game did.
Oh yeah. Let's see if I can pause on the magic frame. Because there's an anime titty frame. I want it.
You can
This game sucks. Hey! That's pretty good.
You can do frame by frame on YouTube videos with the fucking what is it? The comma key and the period key. Like if you click on the video and press them, you go frame by frame.
It still sucks, goddammit. That's pretty funny. Let's break down the whole intro. Actually, fuck it. Let's
Sure. Yeah, we didn't.
However,
last time.
This game did.
Okay, let's see. Mecha Bandicoot, Engine, Cream the Rabbit, CTR, Spyro, SpongeBob. I want a cream on the rabbit, that's why. Fucking... You remember that? Shout out to Junior Nitro in his streams. I said, I want a cream on the rabbit one time in the middle of his stream. Clearing my throat, that was pretty funny. Crash the Titans.
What the fuck?
Great question.
What the fuck was that?
Miles J. Robot. This little nigga from Spyro. Croc. Because some of these are supposed to be stupid. I'm pretty sure I put that one in probably as a joke. Probably oh, look at this really creepy. Because the rest of these are colorful kitty games, and there's I randomly put meme images and shit in there. I put in the anime ass. Let's see if I can find it. Hey, it's Ian and the tax is the rent is too damn high guy. That's pretty good. That's my friend Ian. Do you remember there's that guy, the rent is too damn high in New York? Yeah. And there's my friend Ian. Let's picture him.
Jeez.
Spyro. Up your fartsenal. Jack and Daxter. I almost called this the STIMPYLAND. Little Big Planet.
Yeah, the STIMPYLAND the game.
Shadow of the Colossus. Mass Effect 2. My reaction to Kingdom Hearts 2, and there's a crying face. Oh god, there it is. Jesus Christ, please make it stop. Ian Kovac, we beseech you, don't do this. Cream the Rabbit again. I thought that character had a cute design, and it does. I'll defend that, but it's kind of retarded. Anyway.
Sonic designs are bad.
Sonic designs are not the worst thing ever.
We're not doing this.
Half-Life 2 Lost Coast. Half-Life 2. A drawing of Dingodile. Portal. Sonic Adventure. I don't know why there's a picture of that here. Well, to be fair, I have a lot of games that I don't think are good and games that I do think are good, and I definitely never liked this game. Or I liked it when I was like really little, so. Crash Bash. Coco.
Bash Crash.
Spyro.
Spyro 3.
SpongeBob. Infamous. Metal Gear Solid. Never played that game, don't know why that's there. Whatever. Minecraft.
Epic Minecraft.
Terraria. Terraria! Hey, that's a cute little game for, like, children. Scribblenauts. Anyway. Spyro 2. The fuck is this? Oh, it's Crash Team Racing on the TV back there. See? I remember that.
What is this from?
It's from, like, some fucking TV show that I didn't watch. I remember seeing, like... I thought that was, like, a funny picture at the time. That's, like, it's from some TV show, and there's Crash Team Racing on in the background.
Yeah.
See, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Roost Tubes. Crash 1. Spyro. What the fuck is that in the background? Looks cool, whatever it is.
What the fuck is this? That looks...
Pretty sure that's, like, something. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Crash 2. Crash. A lot of these are Crash and Spyro. I remember it was like a different game for each one, but it was just a lot of Crash and Spyro. Ratchet. Kirby. Mario. Anime ass! There it is! See, that's what I'm talking about. And it's one frame, look. Notice everything else is 2 frames, so that's 1 frame. Anime ass,
Yeah.
see? I have no idea what this is from. I just saw that picture, and I'm like, that's pretty hot, so I put it in. What the fuck is that? Psy Gangnam Style something?
Yeah, but there's Patrick.
There's another meme there, too. Kirby. Mario Sunshine. The fairy. From fucking Rayman, whatever the fuck. Avatar, that's a good show. We Hater Bingo. I have no idea what the fuck that is. This game sucks. Little Big Planet. Infamous 2. Well, at least this looks cool. I'm getting sick of this.
Yeah, how many is there? Jesus.
Okay, there it is.
There you go.
That's a friend. My friend Ian. Oh, we still have this, the intro. But I should turn this down a bit. This is fucking obscenely loud for some reason.
Dead.
Because I think it was the death animation that I liked, the little underwear falling on his head.
Yeah.
I almost skipped this, that would be bad.
Crash Bandicoot 2 was developed by Naughty Dog only 1 year after the first, and is a huge improvement, and is what I consider to be my second favorite game in the franchise. And remember, I'm reviewing 12. That's a lot. Crash 2 took everything that Crash 1 did wrong and made it right. Everything Crash 1 did great, Crash 2 did greater.
Not true, but okay.
Crash 2 is an excellent game.
The atmosphere in one, I'd argue, is unrivaled. Unprecedented,
Yeah.
I was about to say. Unrivaled in the series. But there's a lot of good shit Crash 2 does, and I love Crash 2, but
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Crash 1 is my favorite, personally, now.
My favorite Crash.
I fucking love Crash 1. I love playing that game with the lights out. It's fucking dark, and it's just me. It's just me and my vape and my clouds. It's just me in the fucking game. I just like that. It's fucking dope, but it's not the point
Now
of
let's
this.
get into why. Like we did last time, let's get our story out of the way first, since it's no Kingdom Hearts or anything, and thank God for that.
I was roasting Kingdom Hearts 1. I think it's because that game is very story-heavy, and I was not, huge into story-heavy games at the time. If I have to guess. I actually like Kingdom Hearts 2. This is an example of, even when I was making these reviews, I kind of had, an edgy side to me that I was like, oh, I'm too good for that shit. It was like...
Yeah.
I fucking like Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot. I think that game's a lot of fun. Kingdom Hearts 2 is also pretty good, but I prefer the first one because I'm fucking insane like that. I'm the only person that thinks that. Everybody else prefers 2. Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot 2
all
picks
beside
up
the point.
immediately after where the first left off. After Cortex is defeated by Crash in one of the most pitiful final bosses ever, he falls into a cave and discovers
Most pitiful? This is a more pitiful final boss. This is a far more pitiful final boss.
The Crash 1 Cortex final boss is my favorite.
I like it a lot too, dude.
Two
I
is
fucking like it a
garbage.
lot.
And 3 is too overcomplicated, if you ask me. I like it. The fucking
like the third
showdown
one,
on top
yeah.
of his blimp.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty good.
Shit over the first
It's kind of shit and insane though, because the camera is inside Crash's anus.
Yeah, and the hitboxes on some of the shit is also fucking retarded. But anyway, yeah.
XD. That's all. Okay.
and decides that it will help him on his quest to world domination. A whole year passed.
That's really just me, like, the hyperbole, though. Like, because that's something I do is I play up a lot of what I say. You know, I try to sound very sort of bombastic and over the top, you know, like, in one of the most pitiful final bosses ever. Like, I don't think even then I actually meant that. But, anyway, yeah.
Passes by, and Cortex and his new assistant Engine are looking for ways.
This is just, I know I'm pausing every 2 seconds. I'll rewind it, but it's, like, so fast. Like, you know? Like, I'm talking, because when you talk slow, your voice gets lower. It's more soothing to hear, you know? When you talk really fast and shit, like, you know, you sound like Ben Shapiro and you sound like a fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Ever, he falls into a cave and discovers a crystal, and decides that it will help him on his quest to world domination. A whole year passes by, and Cortex and his new assistant Engine are looking for ways to use the crystals to their advantage. Engine explains to Cortex that he needs all 25 crystals to take over the world. Since none of the bosses from the first game trust him, because, come on guys, let's face it, he got them killed, he has no
oh guys,
nobody left to retrieve the crystals. However, Cortex insists that instead of finding a friend to help them, they find an enemy. Meanwhile, on a completely unrelated note, Crash and his sister Coco are relaxing in the forest when Coco's battery dies. She then asks Crash to get her a new battery. So you're off on a journey to... Wait, am I reading this correctly? Retrieve a battery for your sister's laptop in the middle of a forest? There's gotta be something wrong here. Anyway, Crash goes on a quest to find a battery.
Crash is on a small journey to receive the battery, for his sister has requested for him to get. Crash is on a small journey. On a small journey. Crash to receive the battery. Battery. Sorry, I'll have to play that song.
Yeah.
I'm just
play it over your grocery creation.
I'll play it at the end of this episode, actually. If that's the case, then I should say that was a reference to. Should I say it now? I'll say, actually, you know what? I'll save it for the end. I'll save it at the end, because I want to say something about that song, because I am going to play it at the end of this episode. You might have to remind me, because I'm a forgetful little minx. Anyway.
When he is suddenly taken away. He then ends up in the middle of the place called the Warp Room, and Cortex then greets him and asks him to retrieve the crystals. So you're off on a journey to work for the bad guy from the first game? There's gotta be something wrong here. I mean,
there's a lot of, like, freeze-frame record scratch sort of shit you do with your commentary.
In this one.
So let me get this right. What? You're helping the bad guy? Yeah.
Whoa! Because, you know, it's like a nostalgia critic thing.
Yeah.
That's why. That's the answer.
Try to be really over-enthused with your commentary.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, but I have a feeling that the bad guy from the first game is, well, gonna be the bad guy in the second game. And it wouldn't surprise me if he was the bad guy in the third. Yep, he is. He's the bad guy in the third, and he's the bad guy in the second. Was that seriously such a big surprise? Well, our story really isn't important, because the highlight of this game isn't its story, but its gameplay. But before we get onto the gameplay... Voiced by Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown? The same guy who did Long Fang from Avatar.
I can handle you by myself.
This is a good show. Oh no, Avatar spoilers for Paul. He can't watch this. No. Oh, that was pretty good. That was a clever little bit of editing. When he gets skipped across the water and he falls, he goes, no.
He does a little Cortex go.
Oh, and he also did Mr. Krabs. Your goal in each level is to go from beginning to end.
I do like that image,
Mr.
Krabs.
In the process.
It is good.
Oh, and not to die 1,000 times like I did. This is where the game takes a sudden turn for the awesome. Crash, for one, controls
the
much
awesome,
better,
bro.
which is already a major improvement.
I don't like that.
One of my biggest grudges with the first game were how slippery and awful the controls felt.
Yeah, I think it said you control the sticks.
Which is already a major improvement.
You can also use the sticks now, because I probably should have wrote that into the script and didn't. That's why.
One of my biggest grudges with the first game were how slippery and awful the controls felt. That's no longer an issue. Crash's controls are incredibly tight. Every jump and movement feels so precise and sharp, and it really helps, especially when the game gets harder. Crash also has some new moves. In addition to only a spin, he also has a slide, which he can perform by hitting the circle button while running, and he also has a body slam, which he can use by hitting the circle button in midair. These powers aren't useless, as there are many areas where these moves are necessary. In the new levels, you can find new types of crates. One is called a locked box, which can only be broken by using your new body slam. Another crate that has been around since the first and I forgot to mention, like an idiot, are the TNT crates, which will count down from 3 and then explode. Another type of crate that was added are nitro crates, which cannot be touched at all, or else they will immediately explode. The levels are accessed from the Warp Room.
Thank you for explaining the crate system to me in this game that I've watched your review because I wanted to know how it worked. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I don't like this type of review style. You know, where you just explain the game in like absurd detail and then just skim over the analysis. You know what I mean? Like, because that's something that I really don't like, and that's something that I do differently in my other videos. You know, like in my more recent ones. Like if you watch on this channel, Monstro, I have a video titled 5 Urusei Yatsura episodes you should watch. It's probably Urusei Yatsura, but I'm going to stick to saying it the wrong way because I'm American, and that's, you know, that's what you do. When you have pride in your country, you say things wrong. It shows patriotism. So yeah, you know, in that video, you'll notice I don't do much explaining what happens. I do more kind of, you know, like, I do have to do some explaining what happens because I'm, you know, presenting these episodes to people for the first time, so they actually, you know, people would be watching this, you know, not knowing, but at the same time, a lot of the people that watch that video are already familiar. And I also don't break it down into, like, absurd little minutiae, you know, I kind of let the video, I kind of, you know, just give my analysis, and then I'll let the episode or the video or whatever the hell I'm talking about, I'll let it speak for itself, you know.
Your in-depth analysis.
Because something I would have done with this game, if I were to review it now, I would skim over the story, all of that. I would just be talking about my thoughts and the mechanics are, you know. And if there was something that I felt like was a little advanced, like I wouldn't explain the crate system, but if there was something I felt like was a little advanced, I would just sort of break it down, you know. It's like, oh, the gem system in this game. In this game, you can get gems by doing this. You know, like I would stop to explain things like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like in my Crash 1 no spinning video, which is on this channel, you'll realize I do that. Like, I'll stop to explain zip-zagging, but, you know, I won't stop to explain the crate placements in every level, except where it becomes very important to the challenge. So, anyway. Long diversion.
Which is another major improvement, for 2 awesome reasons. One being that even though you only have access to 5 levels, you can play them in any order you want. There's no more getting stuck on a level for long periods of time. If the level's giving you trouble, you can put it off and play another one, then come back later. Also, you can save whenever you want. Wait, what? You can save whenever you want?
That's a cute little cut. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what's coming right now. I hope you're ready. I'm pretty sure it's anime titties. Let's do it one more time. Because I feel like if this is what I'm thinking, it is.
Also, you can save whenever you want. Wait, what? You can save whenever you want? Am I in heaven? Yes.
Whoa.
that was actually pretty good. The 4 Spyros with tits.
That's right. You can save whenever you want in this game. The tedious...
Oh, because you know what it was? I know why is all the pictures of Cream the Rabbit. That was, like, I'm pretty sure the picture I used. Because I, like, took a sprite from that game and made it the picture. It was before it was the SpongeBob peering out the window from Naughty Nautical Neighbors, the profile picture on the account. That's why. So that's why there was all the Cream shit. Yeah, and it's because I liked Sonic Advance 2 a lot. And she was, like, the new character in that game. And that is a good game, by the way, but whatever. It's more minutia.
Tediousness of finding the Tonamugs, gone. Having to replay a you can save whenever you want in this game. The tediousness of finding the Tonamugs, gone. Having to
If you didn't know what I was talking about, you'd have no idea what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The tediousness of finding the Tonamugs is gone, is what I just said. I go, the gone. You know, it's like, hear it again.
That's right. You can save whenever you want in this.
Like, just remember, you don't know what you haven't played Crash Bandicoot. And just listen to this.
The tediousness of finding the Tonamugs, gone.
It just doesn't sound like a sentence. It doesn't sound like our language.
Replay a level after you saved in it, gone. It's all gone. The save system in this game works like a save system should. Already this game looks downright amazing. Now with the way I've built this game up, you would think I like it. Well, yes, I really do. I don't see why someone couldn't fucking love this game. It's in every way an improvement over the original, and there's no way, no how you can say the first is better.
Oh, wait, hold on. Here's the first instance of calling out people for no fucking reason. I remember this. Yes, this is something that this is like the one thing that, you know, I can laugh at my stuff, but what I cringe really hard at and I get very angry about, well, I won't get angry here, because we're having a conversation. Let the conversation begin. We're having, you know, fun. So I won't get too angry about this. Every time one of these comes up, I'm just going to hang my head in shame, and I'm just going to apologize to whoever this was, because I hate that I did this. I'm pretty sure this is
generic.
Yes.
YT.
How do you know?
I actually, because I used to watch his videos when I was like 13 and 14, and I recognized his voice in this review.
Okay, well,
because I remember I was watching like I watched those videos of him playing Crash. I'm pretty sure because he says something about people didn't like most people didn't like the second one. They liked the first or the third one. I think he says something along those lines.
Yeah.
But I remember
And the
I
thing is,
watched
you can-
those videos.
Yeah, and you can construe all this as in like good fun, but it's like, you know, and I don't think if I was given the opportunity at the time to talk to this guy, you know, Azrite, whatever the fuck his name is, you know, I wouldn't have been like, fuck you, bro, you don't even like fucking Crash 2. What the fuck is wrong with you, you know? But it comes off that way. And I don't like that. You know, I would have said, you know, I probably would have said, like, imagine being so not being raped and bad-pilled enough to enjoy the second game.
Improvement over the original, and there's no way, no how you can say the first is better.
Yeah, there's no way not. It's like just like I'd like this is the one thing where I get really embarrassed and I just get upset about because it's just fucking so. I hate that I did this so much.
Yeah, I know, but it was like
whatever. Let's just fucking ride it out. Just fucking ride it out. Just fucking play it. Just fucking ride it
There
out.
was a number of sequels in this game. There was Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, which
Totally innocuous.
People generally say either 1 or 3 is the best.
Very harmless
kind of
opinion.
like how you had Mario Brothers 2. It's kind of like the odd one out, in my opinion.
Antifa burning down fucking shit. Chinese social credit system. Crash Bandicoot Let's Player. Of the three of those things, which am I really, really angry at? You know? Which one of those has me fucking fired up, bro? Fucking pissed.
They tried a lot of stuff in it,
this
and
is-
some stuff stuck with the series for 3, and a lot of stuff didn't. They kind of tried like a lot of new stuff, and it was kind of, yeah.
Hey! Fucking Tarantino. Crystals, gems that didn't suck, death routes. First game has a fucking memorable soundtrack.
Yeah, I don't know.
First game's got the most memorable soundtrack. First game's fucking. Let's see. The gems in Crash 1, it's like. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Like, they're not that. Like, they're kind of tedious. It's really not that bad, though. Like, it's not.
Also, dialogue between levels. I don't know a single person who plays Crash 2 to this day who really cares that much about dialogue between levels.
I think it's more
But
about.
they
like,
had that.
What?
They had that
go
in Crash 3 as well, though. They had that in Crash 3 as well when you go into levels.
No.
and, you know,
I think the point is this is all stuff that this guy said didn't work about 2, or whatever. Where he was like, you know, oh, 2 did some stuff in it didn't work, you know, and it's like, well, here's all the stuff 2 tried, and it's like, you know, if you get this fucking reduction, it pisses me off. If you get this fucking, you know, like, precise and autistic about analyzing this shit, like, of course you're gonna find that, you know? Like, if you just dissect every single sentence someone says, then, like, yeah, you're gonna find holes in it, you know? It's like, you can make someone look stupid, and it's just like, fucking, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who fucking cares? It's so dumb. God. The Warp Room proposition, the Crash Dance, not being Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, I really didn't like this game. I don't know why. It's
No,
not that
apparently
bad.
not.
Not having time trials, not going overboard with the shitty vehicles, being in every way an improvement over the shitty original. The original, I think that was hyperbole. I'm pretty sure that was hyperbole. I thought the first game was shitty.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just wanted an excuse to use the Pulp Fiction theme. I do like that. Okay. So perhaps it all wasn't good fun. Perhaps it was just I wanted to light the guy up really just so I could use that song. That isn't really the Pulp Fiction theme. It was sampled in Pulp Fiction, but whatever. Who fucking cares? I don't care. Anyway, that's
Save system
whatever.
being added. Bonus rounds still make a return. In bonuses, you can collect extra lives and Wampa Fruit, and you don't have to worry
Wampa
about
Fruit.
dying. As
Why do I say
bonus rounds
Wampa
count
Fruit?
your lives, and they also act
I
as a
don't know.
timer.
There's more in my New York. Wampa Fruit. Oh man, I got some fucking Wampa Fruit. Yo man, I got some fucking Wampa Fruit. No, not at me. On the floor. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway.
So anyway, the game is
Were you gonna say something? I don't know if I cut you off.
No, I was just saying it's Wumpa fruit, or at least
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
Wampa.
it sounds.
Yeah.
Wumpa.
Wampa.
Just call them out.
Bumpa.
It's fucking easiest.
Wampa. Yeah.
you would expect. You go from start to finish and you collect the crystals while you go. However, this game adds a ton to the table. The levels are far more varied than Crash 1. Instead of taking the feel of an adventure going to one place, from jungles to labs and then stopping in some ruins, it instead goes all over the place. You visit tundras, jungles, forests, rivers, sewers, and even space stations. That's right, space stations.
Space
How awesome does that
stations?
sound? The
Wow,
types
that's
of
crazy.
enemies also vary between
Did he say-
different worlds. That's
did he
political
say
place.
something
You
as
visit
though he's a
tundras,
different person?
Jungles, forests, rivers, sewers, and even space stations. That's right, space stations. How awesome does that sound? The types of enemies also
awesome,
vary
bro.
between each
Fucking
level, which is
awesome!
always fun. You don't see
Dude,
the
it's
exact same
definitely epic
turtles
bacon.
everywhere. You see mechanical rats in the sewers and
Fucking shut your fucking mouth. I don't know what the hell you just said.
I
like-
said, it's definitely epic bacon.
You think you could fucking say that kind of thing in my house, kid?
Penguins in the tundra. It gives the game a very natural feel. Walking around
As implying the first game wasn't natural. It's weird. I think what I'm trying to talk about is that the levels are all nature-themed. Or, like, kind of themed. Like, Crash 3 is different. It's like you're going to different time periods, while Crash 2 is you're going to different places. You know? Also, I didn't disable the de-interlacing on this video. You can tell. You see all the double images?
Yeah.
You see, like, you know, right here, there's a little gnat, and you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
different environments and interacting with the life there.
I have to rewind to see what I said.
A very natural feel. Walking around different environments and interacting with the life there.
The life.
By spinning them to death and stealing all their precious treasures. The bosses have also made a return, and they're good. They're a hell lot better than the first game's bosses, that's for sure, but they're still not great. The only boss to give me trouble was Engine, and Tiny, but only once or twice. Ripperoo is still a pushover like always, and the Komodo brothers don't give off a great first impression, as they were incredibly easy. Also, this is something that needs to be addressed. This final boss sucks. This is one of the worst final bosses I've ever seen. Now, I wasn't expecting a final boss as great as Spyro 2's, but I was expecting a little bit of a challenge. For shit's sake, the boss fight is 20 seconds. It's so easy, but similar
really
to the
redundant.
What?
You said I wasn't expecting a boss fight as good as Spyro 2. This game came out before Spyro 2, well before Spyro 2.
No, I know. That's why I said I
comparison
didn't think I expected one. I'm pretty sure I knew even at this time that Spyro came out, like, with Crash 3.
It's kind of like a limp comparison, though. It's really weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Well, no, I think I was trying to say, I think the point was, I'm not expecting the greatest boss in the world, but I'm expecting something decent, and this is not decent at all. And it's like, yeah, it's shit, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, what were we going to say?
No, nothing. It was that
first game. It doesn't end immediately after you defeat the final boss. Gems make a comeback in this game, and they have a major improvement as well. Now you have a box counter. When you hit a checkpoint box, it will save the number, meaning you don't have to do it in one life. Yes! However, that's not to say the gems are easy to get.
It's easy to get.
Oh, that's fucking Ian. My boy Ian. It's easy to get. I'm trying to remember what, that was from one of our Let's Plays, I'm pretty sure. I like that. That's very cute. It's my boy Ian. Because me and him were really good friends at the time. We don't talk much anymore. Like, nothing happened. We just don't. We just don't.
Yeah.
But,
when you hit a checkpoint box, it will save the number, meaning you don't have to do it in one life. Yes! However, that's not to say the gems are easy to get.
It's easy to get.
It's my good old boy Ian.
Okay. There's a twist. Secrets. Oh my, I completely overlooked the secrets in the first game.
Oh my!
The first game had secret paths, which led to either more boxes or gems. Of course, these secrets sucked ass. Because tell me, who was seriously gonna think to do that?
What?
You got close to the mic, you're talking about secrets, it's like, some of the secrets are really easy to find. I'm straight that just happened.
Yeah. I want to hear it again. Let's see.
It's not that bad,
I completely overlooked the secrets in the first game. The first game had secret paths, which led to either more boxes or gems. Of course, these secrets sucked ass. Because tell me, who was seriously gonna think to do this?
When did I say really? Or what, something like that?
However, that's not to say the gems are easy to get.
It's
easy to get. Good old Ian.
Okay. There's a twist. Secrets. Oh my, I completely overlooked the secrets in the first game. The first game had secret paths, which led to either more boxes or gems. Of course,
so you just get loud out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
Because tell me,
I can't fucking hear it
because I'm think to do this?
Gay.
These secrets aren't easy to get.
It's easy to...
Shut up.
It's a fucking Ian. Why did I use that sound clip of him? It's such a weirdly fucking specific thing to use. It's like, it's just...
Yeah.
Because another thing, I think I was still in the mentality like not many people are watching it, which is why there's... And this is consistent with these early videos, is there's a lot of inside jokes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... And which is why...
Later on, but yeah.
What happened?
I think you still put... I think I remember you still having inside jokes in like...
I put like inside jokes in my newer videos, but they're usually really brief. Like you can't even tell that they're there. You know, like in my Crash 1 No Spinning video, I say, here's like a very obscure reference for some people. Some people will get it. If you like Dream Theory, you'll get this, and if not, then you won't. But I say, anyway, back to the Shattered Fortress. I mean, the Native Fortress. That's the whole joke. And the joke is that the Shattered Fortress is a song by Dream Theater. But there are times where, like, in-jokes take up, like, a lot of the fucking review. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Secrets are hinted at subtly. I'm not going to give away any, as I encourage people to find them for themselves. Of course, remember that I said most. Some of the secrets are just ridiculous. I'll give one away right now. Because honestly, who's going to find that? These secrets lead to pathways and other levels.
The 3 planks is what gives it away.
Which usually contain
That's
boxes of
spicy.
gems. It's awesome because despite each of the levels being widely different from one another, they still feel connected. That's one thing about Crash 2 that's awesome. The levels, despite the obvious differences between them, still feel like Crash levels. They don't come out of nowhere. I'm looking at you, Titans. Levels can also contain 2 gems, and levels can also contain colored gems. Colored gems are usually acquired through secret
Gems
paths
of color?
and open platforms and other levels, which allow you to get boxes or gems. In addition to the colored gem paths and secrets, there are also death roots. Death roots can only be accessed by making it to the platform without losing life. Aha! See what they did there? If you lose your life on the way to the platform, it disappears. It does a great job of adding challenge, but it's not tedious. Something that Crash 1 really
It
struck.
sometimes is pretty tedious,
Great
though.
variety between the level designs and challenges wasn't enough. There's also an addition of vehicle levels. Levels where you don't have to control Crash, but instead a vehicle or animal. These include riding a polar bear, using a jetpack, riding on a motorboard thing, and more. These levels don't show up too often, which I am glad. It makes you appreciate them that much more when you see them and they don't get annoying. The only vehicle I can really complain about is the jetpack. Its controls feel very odd and out of place. It's not too difficult when you get used to it, but it's still not a whole lot of fun. However, the music for the jetpack levels is genius. Which reminds me, this game has a fantastic soundtrack as well. Crash 1's music was mostly hit or miss, very forgettable stuff. The only songs from Crash 1 that stand out to me are some of the boss themes, the title theme, the lab, and the Great Hall.
The lab
Crash
is a good
2
song,
fixes this. All the songs are memorable and very different. Crash 2's soundtrack is very diverse, but not too
Diversity is our strength, bro. Seriously.
too diverse. The songs sound different
Not too diverse. Oh, shit! Fucking STIMPYLAND Trump supporter confirmed.
from one another, enough that you can tell that they are different levels. However, none of the songs sound out of place. It all sounds like Crash. The bonus and death routes have different music as well. While still using the same instruments of the level they are associated with, the bonus rounds have a more calm sound, and they also sound very happy. The death routes sound fast.
Very, very, like, shitty way of describing it, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They sound very happy. These ones sound sad. I don't think, like, you know.
Paced and action-packed. All the music fits well. There is
Because I think you'll notice I don't really know how to describe music in this.
Yeah.
Even though I've liked music for, like, even from all the way back 6 years ago when this video was made, I like music. But it's like, I kind of sucked at explaining it.
never a dull moment in the soundtrack,
happy
which is
music
vastly
instead,
different from the
music.
first one, which is full of boring and forgettable songs. Oh, and the boss themes? Awesome. Just so goddamn awesome. Crash
Awesome,
2 has
bro!
got it all.
Epic
Everything
bacon.
Crash 1 did wrong, Crash 2 did right. Slippery controls? Fixed. Horrible save system? Fixed. Dull soundtrack? Fixed.
Broken marriage?
Unmemorable bosses? Fixed.
Oh
For the
no.
most part. Crash 2 is an excellent game that I strongly recommend everyone give a try at least once. When someone says Crash Bandicoot, this is the game that comes to mind. Forget Crash 1. This is where it's at.
Where it's at? Yo, where the cash at? Where the cash at? I know you love that song.
Everything Crash 1 did wrong and fixed it. Everything that made Crash 1 good was fixed and made great in this game. If you're looking for a good linear platformer, do not pass this game up. This game is excellent. Now the question still remains. Has Naughty Dog played their trump card too early? Or will
Trump?
they somehow be able to follow up
Trump
on the
supporter?
Titan,
Trump?
no pun intended,
Uh-oh.
that they have created? Join me next
Hold
time.
on, I didn't-
Or will they somehow be able to follow up on the Titan, no pun intended, that they have created?
That was like 2 pixels.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think part of it is the fact that it's like the quality's. Oh no, wait, hold on. This one's fucking HD. So yeah, that was just shit. Never mind. This one's HD. For some reason, just that first one that's 360p. Interesting.
Card too early? Or will they somehow be able to follow up on the Titan, no pun intended, that they have
Yeah,
created?
it is just 2
Join
pixels.
me next time when we take a look at Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped.
Yeah. Reviewed by the STIMPYLAND. Didn't see that coming. Edited with Sony Vegas. Didn't see that coming.
Hell yeah.
Hey! Hold on a second. This video isn't over. Did you know I do Let's Plays?
Oh, Let's Plays. Oh shit.
Shit.
So this was coming out around the same time as the Let's Plays. Pretty cool.
Jeez.
It's pretty wholesome.
recently just finished Crash Bandicoot 2 with my friend John. Take a look if you want to. Feel free to check
Oh, with my friend John. That's fucking cute, dude. Dude, that's fucking Zigadox. That's fucking John. We still talk to that guy. He's definitely gonna have to check this out. I'm gonna send this to him.
out some of my stuff or just fuck off. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Just fuck off, bro.
Bro, get fucked.
And there's just...
And then there's just like...
It's easy to get. You heard it at the end. It's
Oh,
easy to get.
Wait, hold on. Can I just fucking stop this for a second?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the out of 7 review scores?
I think it's right here.
What do you mean?
It comes up in one of these reviews because it wasn't in the beginning. I
you didn't
added that
have
after.
it at first?
Yeah, dude, that was something. It's like, you know, I saw these reviews and I'm like, these are almost perfect. But you know what they really need? The reviewing out of a prime number that, you know, has no relation to our, you know, no connection to the decimal system. You know,
Oh, it's great.
it's like, you know, out of 5, even out of 3, because it's such a small number. You know, out of 10 is one that people commonly do. Maybe out of fucking 6 or 12, even. Fuck it. They're fucking highly composite numbers. Composite numbers? Composite numbers? I don't know. But 7, it's like just a big prime number. It's just like, way to go. You know what it was? You know, I think I know why I did it out of 7, because I can explain that now. Because you'll see later, at first I just give the game a score out of 7, and associated with the number is a title. Okay.
Yeah.
And the title is what is it? You know, like the title, that's like the main point, you know, and I have like
Yeah.
fucking Nitro, John, he remembers the whole fucking thing. He remembers like all of them. I don't.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll see when we
yeah.
get...
So I did it out of 7. And the reason why was because I remember, you know, I wanted there to be a middle score, you know, and I kind of like forgot that 0 is a number. So, you know, it's like, that's why. You know, it's like, because it's like between 1 and 5, you know, the middle number is 3. But like if it's out of 5, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the middle of that is, you know, 2.5. But, you know, out of 10, it makes more sense because the middle number is 5.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah. I think that's why. It's still really dumb. I like my current rating system, you know, the one I devised in on that stream, you remember?
No, I don't, actually.
Okay, basically, this is my new rating system for videos. I look at different attributes of the game. Okay, I look at different, like 7 different properties of the game. You know, so gameplay is one facet, music is another, presentation is another. You know, and there's 7 facets of the game I judge, and I judge each one of those out of 7. So the total score is out of 49. I then take that 49 and I multiply it by the mathematical constant e, you know, and then I divide that number by itself. And that number is the number of bullets I put in my fucking head for thinking it was a good idea to review games out of 7, like a fucking idiot. So,
Okay.
yeah, anyway. This is the
Starting
same
with
gay
Crash.
syndrome.
Yeah.
Like 130. Okay. Song's fucking sick.
So I'm gonna be using a scale for my review.
Ah! Yeah, it is.
Yeah, here it is. Jeez, okay.
You ready? You ready for this? I'm really fucking excited. Out of fucking 7, bro. 7 dislikes? What the fuck's up?
Basically, for every
Holy
review, I
shit!
will give a number out of 7.
7 dislikes.
7
No,
is the
why would you
best
fucking
possible-
break it?
Woo! Yeah, I just wanted to do a little goof on you.
Goddamn.
Sorry.
Okay.
Here, I'll remove it. Hey, 54. That's, no. Yes? Yes? Isn't that like 9 times 7? No, that's 63. This is 9 times 6, right? Yeah, why would 9 times 7 equal 54? Those are 2 odd numbers. Whatever. Math jokes. Let's continue.
Possible score, and 1 is the absolute worst.
Okay, hold on,
One
hold on.
given number out of 7. 7 is the best
out of 7,
possible
I just
score,
said.
and 1 is the absolute
Fucking shut up. Hold on. Like, what the fuck is this?
worst. So I'm going to be using a scale for my reviews now. Basically, for every game I review, I will give a number out of 7. 7 is the best possible score, and 1 is the absolute worst.
See, because this is me, like, forgetting that 0 is a number, so I could have just done 6, you know, which is still kind of a weird number to use, but it is a highly composite number, you know, meaning it has more factors than all the numbers that come before it. Wacky math jokes in this video. Let's continue.
1s are reserved for all-time lows, like Spyro Enter the Dragonfly or Sonic 06. 7 is for the all-time best. Really, really, really good games. Games will need to work
Really good games. Really good.
Really?
I really want to do, like, really good cocks, you know? Really, really, really good cocks. Where's the STIMPYLAND porn parody? Has anyone made that yet? I wonder.
I hope so.
I reserve a 7 for the really, really big cocks. Yeah. So feel free to, like, clip that, put that in your YouTube, whatever poops, whatever you do. Anyway.
hard as hell and need to be nearly flawless if they want to get a 7. Also, fun little fact, only one game in this series will be receiving a 1, and only one game in this series will be receiving a 7. Each number has a title as well.
And I think that was kind of the draw. That's why I introduced the scale, because I wanted there to be, you know, sort of like this intrigue, you know, like, what's going to get the 1? What's going to get the 7? You know, a little more politically minded, trying to, like, you know, drag people along to the next video, like, you gotta see what this one's gonna get, you know, rather than just...
Yeah.
What I do now is, I just... First off, I use my Euler's constant, you know, system. When I'm done with that, you know, I fucking... The way I do it now is I just would recommend it. I'm pretty sure that's what I ended up doing, is I just recommend a game. I just, like, would I recommend this game? Yes. Would I recommend this game? No. I'm pretty sure that's just what I do, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, there's no score. I don't feel like there's any reasonable way to just, you know, quantitatively just, you know, apply a number to a game and it just makes perfect sense. You know, it's like, there's always going to be, like, little, but this, you know, there's always going to be little things. Anyway,
1 is terrible, 2 is bad, 3 is mediocre, 4 is average, 5 is good, 6 is great, and 7 is excellent. Now, I realize that Crash 1 and 2 don't have ranks, so I will assign them now.
And I'm pretty sure I give this one I give a criminally low score. You ready? Crash 1,
I give a 4 out of 7.
4? 4? 4 out of 7? First off, this looks retarded. Like, this looks fucking stupid.
4 out of 7.
This looks retarded. This looks Down syndrome ridden. Yes.
Oh god. Ding. Oh, what was that sound?
I'm pretty sure that was Spyro 1. Listen.
Now, Crash 1, I give a 4 out of 7.
There you go, see? That's,
Where's that from?
That's, when you get a dragon, and it goes, shoo, 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 and, you know, like, the number, yeah. This looks so dumb. Whatever. Fucking 4 by 4.
Crash 2, I give a 6 out of 7.
Ding! Cute. That's like the generic ding sound effect that literally everybody uses, because it's the first thing you find on Google when you search ding sound effect.
Yeah. Anyways, on with the review. Now, with the success of Crash 2, one has to ask this question. Has Naughty Dog played their trump card too early?
Trump?
Because think about it.
Trump again.
Dude.
Fucking hell.
Who the fuck is Donald Trump?
Dude,
what
you
the
fucking
fuck?
supported Trump before he even ran. That's fucking crazy.
Oh my god. I'm so pissed off at this
Crash
video.
2 was really good. Almost a little too good. So good that it would be nearly impossible to top it. Of course, remember that I said nearly. Also, let's replay this part from my Crash 2 review, and is a huge improvement,
Nostalgia
and is what I consider to be my second favorite game in the franchise.
Spyro.
That's right, I said second, meaning that there is one game that is superior, that is the ultimate best Crash game, and it is not this one. Wait, hold on a
Fucking LOL.
XD.
Yes,
I do like
it's
that
the
sound.
review that I both desperately wanted to and didn't want to make. I wanted to make this review to get my points across.
Oh, this review, by the way, is the one I showed to Pat Strikes Back. And he was like, this is a good video. And this is how we started talking. And that was the stepping stone for connecting to a lot of other people, because he was the one, you know, like, we spoke a lot, and, you know, he taught me, like, how to stream and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. Or he, like, helped me set that shit up. And, you know, when I started streaming, that's how I met a lot of you guys. That's how I met you. That's how I met Paul, a.k.a. Fierce the Bandit. You know?
Yeah.
So, so that's pretty cool. So this was, you know, like, when I showed this review to him when it was done. Because this is actually...
If this video didn't exist, we might not be talking right now.
Yeah. I'd probably be talking to someone else, but, yeah.
Yeah.
You know... Because I'm pretty sure the way I did it was I did a video response, you know? It was a video,
God.
Yes. You remember when that was a feature? YouTube just got rid of it because they were like, nobody uses it anymore. You know? So think about it. And you know what the crazy thing is? They removed, I remember pretty clearly, they removed the video response system, like, pretty shortly after this came out. So this came very close to not reaching Pat. And without that, that was the, you know, the first domino and everything else happens. Although, you know.
Damn.
If you like to think of fate, destiny that way, you can throw back the domino long enough. You can say if my mom didn't, you know, you can say like, oh, if my mom didn't look at my dad that one time, then I wouldn't be born. And you know, if that didn't happen, you know, you could just point to one thing, and that's why everything else happened. You know, so yeah, a little bit of a philosophical knowledge for y'all. Anyway, let's continue.
Bussin' also offered a new perspective that really isn't expressed that whole lot in this game. but I also didn't want to because I'm probably going to receive a lot of hate for my opinions of this game.
And I can't handle that.
I'm also probably going to upset two people who I am both fans of. Those people being Digital Masterpieces and Gadgetron Watcher.
I don't know who the fuck those people are.
First.
What the fuck is that? Sorry. I don't remember who those people are.
That's funny.
I don't remember who those people are. Oh, fuck! I just remembered. Gadgetron Watcher was like... He was a kid, and I was a real fucking asshole to him. Gadgetron Watcher, if you're watching this, I apologize. There's a little black kid, and I feel really bad. I was kind of a piece of shit to that kid. Because I don't remember why I did this, but at one point I randomly was just like, you're gay or something. I don't remember what I did. It was fucking dumb.
Jeez. Yeah.
Although, that was 6 years ago, so hopefully you're still not upset, but if you are, then I'm pretty sorry for that. But we were friends at this time, or I was a fan of his. Apparently. I don't remember that, but okay.
Do not hate Crash 3. Don't worry, this isn't the game that's getting a 1. I don't think this game is bad at all. Unfortunately, this game just lies in the undesirable position of being compared to its older brother, Crash 2. I'm gonna be making a lot of comparisons to Crash 2, by the way, so you should go watch that review first if you haven't already. Now, generally speaking, there are two teams when it comes to Crash. Similar to the likes of Team Edward and Team Jacob, you're either a Crash 2 person...
I do like... Yeah, those are not Edward and Jacob. Those are not the normal Edward and Jacob people refer to. I don't know what Eddie that is, but I don't know what the fuck...
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is it Eddie Vedder or something? Doesn't look like him. I don't think it is. I have no idea. Who cares?
Or a Crash 3 person. As you can imagine, I'm a Crash 2 person. But don't worry, I've got legitimate claims to back my statement up. No, this isn't going to be a gaming in the Clinton years type video.
Hey, gaming in the
this
Clinton
game
years?
is bad. Here's all the reasons why it is good.
I farted. First off, I farted. Second, I'm denouncing the Clinton, gaming in the Clinton years,
Yeah.
No Clinton, Clinton bad, Trump good. Let's continue.
To be what I believe legitimate concerns as to why this game is inferior to its older
Legitimate concerns?
Jeez.
Fucking faggots. Legitimate concerns. I'm legitimately
really
concerned for you. Yeah, I'm really concerned for the poor people that like Crash 3. I need to say, I'm sorry you like this. I'm sorry things had to turn out this way. Let's continue.
Crash 2. But like always, we need to cover our story first.
Why?
Crash
Don't!
3 picks up immediately after Crash 2's true ending. By the way, the true ending is what you get for completing the game 100%. After Cortex's space station is destroyed by Crash and friends, the ruins of the device land on the grave of an almighty entity, or mask, called Uka Uka, who is voiced by Clancy Brown. Uka Uka's sinister as hell laugh gets the attention of Crash's mask, Aku Aku, who is voiced by Mel Winkler, who also apparently speaks now. This is particularly odd, as he out of nowhere just starts speaking. Sure, he said in the old games, but he didn't have tons of dialogue. Well, I'm not gonna complain. At least I can take Aku Aku seriously, unlike Oh God, but I digress. Aku Aku has Crash and Coco run inside as he tells them the story of Uka Uka's origin. We then learn more about Uka Uka's backstory. As it turns out, Uka Uka has actually been given Cortex...
How do I fucking remember this shit? How do I remember that? Like, I remember all of these, like... Just hearing all this shit and being like, oh, that was an awkward line delivery. Like, I remember, a year after I made this video, in 2014, I'd watch this and be, oh, that was a weird line delivery. And it just comes back. It's weird how your brain be like that, It's really fucking weird.
Yeah,
anyway,
it
really do be like that sometimes. Sometimes I just be thinking. Seriously, sometimes you don't think it be like it is, but it do.
Crash the whole time and was just encased in stone. Uka Uka is now free and is sick of Cortex being a shitty final boss. So Uka Uka now decides that he will take over instead and has hired a new person to help him named N-Trippy. Meanwhile, Aku Aku explains this... My pronunciation of N-Trippy is very consistent, by the way. I still call him that because it's based on entropy. Entropy. The amount of disorder within something. A little bit of chemistry knowledge. Same story to Crash and Coco from his perspective. As it turns out, Aku Aku was the one who locked Uka Uka in stone and did it to prevent this from happening.
Oh, hey, Marcel Adams!
Aku Aku then...
I appreciate that stuff. Like, I appreciate that a lot. That's like, highlight of this. That's the only part of this video I like. Is the fucking...
brings Crash and...
4 out of 7 in the beginning.
Coco to the Time Twister, which is basically the new warp room, to collect the crystals. So the game is essentially what you would expect. You go from start to finish and collect the crystals, yada yada yada, we've been through this stuff before. However, that's not all there is to this game. Vehicles make a return like last time. There are plenty more vehicles to ride around on. In fact, a little too many. Okay, no, not a little. A lot too many. This game goes way too far with the vehicle levels. They become less entertaining and more annoying.
This is still surprisingly tame, by the way. Aside from me randomly calling out that Let's Player, this is, like, pretty tame.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, honestly, where it gets really bad is the Spyro reviews. Or, like, the Wrath Revisit review. You know, I feel like that's where it gets really, really bad. Ugh, voice crack. That was cute. Yeah, fucking, you know.
Really bad!
I'm pretty sure here comes, like, a fucking retarded breakdown or something where I'm like, this is fucking... this game has precisely this many vehicles and I think that's coming.
Let's compare it to Crash 2 for a second.
Here it is.
Crash 2 had 27 levels total. You used vehicles in 9 levels. That means
9 out of 27, that's my new rating.
33% of the time. That sounds like a lot, doesn't it? Well, let's compare Crash 2 to its brother, Warped. In Warped, there are 30 levels total. You use vehicles in 17 levels. That means you're in vehicles 57% of the time. That's more than half the game. And it's nearly double the amount of vehicles in Crash 2. But wait a minute. Instead, let's exclude levels where you don't control vehicles the entire time, like Hang 8. In Crash 2's case, you use vehicles the entirety of 5 levels, which adds up to 19% of the game.
Whoa.
In Warped's case, there's only one level where you're given a vehicle that you don't use for the entirety of the level, and that's Dynamite, meaning you're using vehicles for the entirety of 16 levels, which adds up to 53%. That's more than triple the amount of Crash 2. Newsflash, that's way...
Rounded up, so they're not entirely accurate because 9 times 3 is less than 53, but 5 times 3 is less than 16. Fair enough, I suppose. This is really dumb, though, but whatever.
Too many. Okay, let's calm down a second and think. Maybe the vehicles control so well that they make a good trade-off. Yeah, this kinda sucks. Only a handful of the vehicles control well. Most feel incredibly wonky and off. Particularly the motorcycle and plane. And
the plane's not even that bad. It's just the fact that you can't aim.
The plane control's fine. It's just...
It's, you know what it is? You know what it is, dude? You know what it is? I just remembered what's coming up in this review. I'm very excited for that. But before we do get to that, the only thing about this one is it's the motorcycle. That one still is fucking shit. That thing sucks. If I get mad at it in this game, I will defend to the death my autistic spurgery, you know, about... You know, my Spurgalicious about, those levels, the motorcycle, because it's shit. It's bad.
Yeah.
And
if you like it, that means we can't be friends. We cannot associate with each other.
The underwater thing. And you know what?
That was a joke,
Pretty much
folks.
all the vehicles, with the exception of the dinosaur and tiger, control like ass. But the worst by far is the jet ski. Never before have I seen such terrible vehicle controls in an otherwise decent game. This thing controlled like shit. The camera was unreliable. The levels were designed to...
I think it's from TF2. Shit. Let's see.
The jet ski. Never before have I seen such terrible vehicle controls in an otherwise decent game. This thing controlled like shit.
Yeah, I think that's what that is. It's pretty funny because, like, the audio from the sound is, like, way better than my microphone. My microphone, by the way, something I didn't talk about, is now it's a blue snowball. And it was a blue snowball during the Spyro reviews, like when I was doing those. You know, when the microphone suddenly got way better. You know, that was the same model, but it was a different, like, physical mic. Like, you know, I got, like, the blue snowball number fucking whatever, and I got that one, the one that I used on the STIMPYLAND ended up getting broken, but I still have it. And then this one I have right now is a new one, but it's the same exact model as the old one. But before that, it was a camera that came with the PlayStation, like, PlayStation. I wasn't, like... The iToy
for the PlayStation fucking... Yeah, it was... I know what you're talking about, the PS3 one.
Yeah. And it was that.
Jesus, that's disgusting.
Because you know what it was, dude? I had like a Dazzle, I think, was the one I used. At least I think... I don't know if I remember... I don't know if I record this from an emulator. Or if I did it from a Dazzle. I don't remember... Or if I had something else. I don't remember exactly how I recorded these. But it was all stuff I had. Which is why I was kind of lucky. I was able to make the reviews just with the things I had. You know, I didn't have to buy anything. There was no... At least not yet. I had to get, like... Later on, I would get, like, I got the microphone and I got the Elgato for, like, being able to capture the footage myself and shit like that, But when I was doing this, it was all just stuff I had around, So it's kind of cute in that way, Because this is all just stuff I've had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
camera was unreliable, the levels were designed atrociously, and these are the only levels that kept me from 100%ing this game. That's right, I couldn't 100% this game. Not because I'm really bad at it, but because the vehicles were so horrendous. I tried getting the gem on Tell No Tales, but honestly, I just could not be bothered. Plus, there are
Oh
4
man, that
levels
was
of
really
these types.
depressing, dude.
4! I can
4!
barely stand one of these things, let alone 4. Thankfully, the crappy clone of this game didn't contain jet skis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. See, the vehicles worked so well in Crash 2 because Crash 2 didn't overdo them. The vehicles served as a nice surprise. The majority of the game was spent platforming, and you got tired of that after a while. So whenever a vehicle showed up, you got excited. Now you end up controlling vehicles a majority of the time. The vehicles never got old in Crash 2 because they were rare, but in this case, they take up more than half the game. As you can imagine, they get really old.
This is just me.
Half the game! The vehicles used to be so rare! Now you have to use them in half the game!
I told you, it's that.
Really?
It's gonna get out of control later on. It's the nostalgia critic sort of, very enthused. Oh my god! Oh, that. What's the joke? I don't get it! It's that shit, Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very, very fucking eloquent explanation of that delivery style.
I should have just said it's fucking stupid, but yeah.
Really fast. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are the oh my gosh, I can't do this. One thing that I do enjoy,
I do like that.
That was actually really good.
That was pretty funny.
That's probably
that's like an actual laugh.
Anything we've watched, it's like an actual fucking joke.
That's like the only actual thing I find funny. And the Marcel Adams thing is pretty funny.
game.
Yeah.
And the over 9,000 thing got a pretty big reaction out of us. I don't know for the reasons I intended, but
As you can imagine, they get really old, really fast. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are oh my gosh. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are the variety between levels. Crash 3 takes a different approach, but I still
actually
enjoy
really
it.
like that.
yeah, I actually do. That's like the one thing that I've laughed at so far.
Can we get that one more time, please?
Because I just left it in because I thought it was funny.
Game. As you can imagine, they get really old, really fast. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are oh my gosh. One thing that I do.
That's really not that funny.
I don't know. It doesn't even sound like the start of a word. It doesn't sound like you started a word and fucked it up. You just started with like.
Okay.
One thing I really like about this game is. Blah. That's what you do.
One thing that I do enjoy, however, are
It does sound like that.
really
so
fast.
gay.
One thing that I do enjoy, however, are
I'm probably,
It's not even really that funny. I'm just fucking stupid.
Yeah. I'm only laughing because you got me laughing. It's not that funny.
Okay, let's go.
One thing that I do enjoy, however, are the variety between levels. Crash 3 takes a different approach, but I still enjoy it. Now,
You know what that probably was? That was probably me, because I still will do that sometimes, because, I record all my audio in, one sitting, and then I'll cut, around with it and shit. What that probably was, if I had to guess, was me, what was I going to say? That was probably me reading ahead, and, I was trying to keep, I'm reading the line beneath where I'm reading the line I'm supposed to read, and then the line beneath it, and I get the words confused. I still do that sometimes. But it doesn't sound as funny. This is go, I don't sound like I just threw up.
in addition to variety between levels, Crash 3 takes a different approach, but I still enjoy it. Now, in addition to going to different places, we also go to different times. We go to medieval times, Egyptian times, the future, and much more. Instead of taking a natural feel, this game takes a more dense and populated feel. In terms of visuals, this game is a digital masterpiece.
That was probably... It's probably written by someone else. I probably stored that in my brain because that's too smart for this analysis.
This game takes a more dense and populated
This analysis is more along the lines of, it's not like this, so.
feel. In terms of visuals, this game is a digital masterpiece. No pun intended. It pushed the limits of the
Hey, that guy, if only I remembered you.
PS1 and what was many considered to be the best-looking PlayStation game of its time. That is until Spyro 2 rolled out a year later and stole that title.
Spyro 2 is not a better looking game than Crash 3. That is incorrect. That is fake news.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it was pretty damn awesome.
Whoa!
Shit!
Hold on.
What the fuck?
I gotta prepare myself for this. This is like funny ear rape meme.
Yeah.
Pun intended. It pushed
Here.
the limits of the PS1 and what was many considered to be the
This is another thing. It's fucking shit audio editing. Some things are just too fucking loud. If I have an ear rape moment in one of my newer videos, it'll be loud, but it won't be completely overpowering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
best-looking PlayStation game of it.
This is really loud. Okay, anyway. Hold on. By the way, I'm still really excited about what's coming up in this review, and I don't know if you remember, and I'm definitely going to show this to
I
John
don't.
when it's done.
I don't know.
Let's see.
It's time. That is until Spyro 2 rolled out a year later and stole that title.
Holy shit.
But it was pretty damn awesome when it came. Also,
Oh my
the
God.
soundtrack is excellent as always. The game, instead of taking a more environmentally diverse soundtrack, goes for a more culturally diverse soundtrack.
Culturally diverse.
What the fuck?
I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. That was pretty funny. Dude, let me just say, fucking, cultural diversity in the game that is inferior to Crash 2, which is, more nature. Levels are walled off. Here, culturally diverse. Fucking the Stimpy Trumpland. Bordersland. Fucking holy shit. Let's continue. Fucking, goddamn.
Stimpy Trumpland indeed.
The Stimpy Trumpland. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Track. Of course, the soundtrack can lack at times. I can't remember how the plane levels went off the top of my head, and all the bonus rounds sound exactly the same. But it's got some great level themes and some excellent boss themes, my favorite of which is Dingodil's. Speaking of the bosses, they make a return in this game, and if there's one thing this game did right, it's the bosses. The bosses felt really challenging this time, especially Dingodile.
Oh, I love
Hell,
the
even
bosses
Tiny
in
Gate was
Crash
in trouble,
3!
and he's only the first boss. Also, they finally mastered the final boss. Crash 1's final boss was pathetic. And as for Crash 2,
No.
this game had a final boss? Huh. Yes, this game's final boss feels challenging. It feels big, it feels epic, and it feels tense.
Epic!
Oh,
It's what a final boss
We
should
fucking
be.
did it!
Epic bacon. Hell yeah, dude.
We actually said the word epic. Holy
Fucking
shit.
high five the microphone.
Oh my god.
Do it.
There you go. That's what
You're
we're
a piece
loud.
of shit.
Again, it's no Spyro 2. but it's
Was that
No,
really
it just sounded like a thud. It sounded pretty
Balls.
pathetic.
Also, upon completing each boss, you gain a new power. These powers include a stronger body slam, the ability to jump higher, a longer spin, a bazooka, of all things, and
What?
Ability to jump higher? I don't think so. You said the ability to jump higher.
I said I should have said double
Double
jump,
jump.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what I meant. I don't know. I had weird ways of writing the shit. I couldn't explain to you what the fuck I meant when I said the music was culturally diverse. Don't fucking pin me against the wall and ask me to explain every fucking
let's
sentence,
go.
alright?
the ability to run faster. In addition to the new powers, we get new crates.
Powers?
One is called a slot crate, and honestly, I
Slut
could
crate?
have done
A
without.
slit crate?
This crate
Sticking
will
in the slit
constantly
crate?
switch between different crate types, like question mark crates, one-up crates, and even aku-aku crates. However, these can be annoying, because after a certain amount of time, they'll do this. Like that. That's what it sounded like, right?
Oh, no, get the box, get the box. Oh.
It's a clip from one of my Let's Plays.
Oh well. Well,
That's probably where I got the footage from, come to think of it. Because I did Let's
Yeah.
Play some of the games and I just recorded the footage.
we
from that.
tried.
What do you mean we? I would have got that.
Like its predecessors, Warp
Oh, that's so wholesome. I miss Ian. I might try and hit him up after this, honestly. Fuck it.
doesn't end
You might try to
immediately
hit
after
him?
you defeat
I might try to hit him in the fucking face. I might try to punch him. I might try to go, I try to fucking fuck him up. Let's
the
continue.
final boss. Gems make a comeback again,
Gems.
and they act exactly as you would expect them to. However, every single level has a gem, including the vehicle levels. Some are incredibly annoying, like the flight levels. The goal of these levels are to shoot down planes. However, there are also boxes lying around, meaning you have to get the boxes and destroy the planes in one life. Or so I thought. As it turns out, there's a glitch in this game called death warping. It allows you to keep any items after dying, meaning you can
Interesting you didn't
destroy
mention
the
that
boxes.
first, too.
Yeah, because it doesn't really come up, like, unless you're speedrunning. I feel like in casual play... Well, actually, there's one area in Crash 2 where it kind of comes up, if you remember, behaving, when you get the purple gem, and then you just
Yeah.
death warp, and you just don't have to do the death route, you know?
Yeah, because it's right at the start. It's really
Which is
good.
really dumb. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Yeah. But anyway,
Get the gem, and then kill yourself. When you go to
Kill
destroy
yourself.
the planes, you won't have to worry about the boxes. As it turns out, you can do this with regular levels too, even ones with death routes. I tried to avoid using this glitch, but in the case of these damn flying levels, I just had to. However, gems aren't the only collectible this time around. This game also introduces relics. Oh boy, relics. Man, do I have quite a lot to say about the relics. To receive a relic, you need to complete the level within a certain amount of time.
to receive
When you
the battery
begin a
for
time
Sister
trial,
has
some
requested for
boxes
him to
will
get.
instead turn into time crates. When these crates are broken, they will freeze the clock for 1, 2, or 3 seconds. After you finish, you'll be awarded a relic depending on your time. If your time was acceptable, you'll be awarded a sapphire relic. If your time is good, you'll get a gold relic. And if your time is really good, you'll get a platinum.
Really?
On paper, it sounds like a good idea.
Really good.
But remember, every level, including the vehicle levels, have relics. This includes the crappy underwater levels and the flight levels. But not only do the relics suck for the vehicle levels, but they suck for the regular levels as well.
Oh yeah, by the way, This is what's coming up. You're gonna see it's pretty funny. It's my face reveal.
Let's go back and listen to something I said
Oh,
in my
shit,
Crash
really?
1 review.
Yeah.
As for the rest of the game, it's pretty well designed. The levels were designed with patience in mind. If you take your time and be careful with your movement, you'll find little to no trouble with this game. Thankfully, they weren't stupid enough to make time a major factor of this game. Oh, yes. Crash 1's levels were designed with one aspect in mind.
This is just evolved into me making fun of myself, like my old self. You know, this is like.
Well, that's good.
I'll probably have things to say. Yeah, I'm glad I can like actually laugh at this shit because I used to be really like upset and very anxious that my videos were re-uploaded because I was kind of like I was a very introverted, anxious sort of kid, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm pretty okay with it. You know, like all I feel is contempt, rage, fury, and humiliation at hearing this fucking retarded kid. But otherwise, I feel fine. Let's continue.
Patience. Both Crash 1 and
Patience.
2 are in terms of their difficulty average, if you take your time with them. The instant time becomes a factor, it becomes much more challenging. Many levels in Crash 2 had moving platforms, or enemies that can only be attacked after a certain amount of time, like the henchman with the blowtorches in the sewers. Now, one would expect that the design of Crash 3's levels would change to compensate. Spoiler alert, they don't. The levels are still designed with the idea of patience in mind, but now you've got a clock over your head. Some levels work really well with time trials, like the Tiger levels, and others, not so much. Let's compare Crash 2 and 3 for a second. 2 of the levels in Crash 2 put a clock over your head. However, notice the way these levels are designed. There are platforms you need to wait for, but only in the beginning. When the timer starts, the rest of the level does not contain any moving platforms. It contains mines that move back and forth, but they can be worked around, and don't have to be waited for. Also, notice how there are 3 levels of this type: Hangate, Air Crash, and Plant Food. Notice how the only one to contain moving platforms in the middle of the level is also the only one that doesn't put a clock over your head. Air Crash. Now let's compare this to High Time, which is a platforming nightmare. This level is filled with moving platforms, enemies that require to be waited for, obstacles that can't be worked around without glitches, and many more. Any sensible person would see that you need to take your sweet time with it, and why wouldn't you? You've got all the time in the world after all. Or at least you used to, because now you have a clock over your head. The routes become excessively...
This is like edited like competently, like not fantastic, but it's like competent. I think that's why people like the videos. You know, if I had to guess.
I like how you use the term clock over your head about fucking 10 times.
Because now I have a cock over my head. That's another part of the STIMPYLAND porn parody, you know? At least they used to be easy, but now I have a cock over my head. Oh my god, it's going inside me. There it is. There's more.
Let's go.
I'm really just sick of this video, as you can tell.
Most importantly, tedious. It's such a shame, because after all that Crash 2 went through to make sure that it was challenging and not tedious, Crash 3 feels like it took a step backwards. Keep in mind that in order to get 100%, the relics are a requirement, because after completing the final boss, a new warp room opens up, which gives you access to... oh great. More vehicle levels. To be fair, I did like one of the vehicle levels, Rings of Power. Why? Because in this case, Crash feels like he's going fast. In the other levels, he doesn't feel fast. He has to wait for water to rise and sink and for platforms to move up and down. Something else I want to address. This game's platinums are fucking...
Oh, hey, so this is it. This is the face reveal. This is really this is really silly. Because it's me, and then it's also John. Zigadox. Yes, it's him. It's his face. It's both of us having shocked reactions. And I don't remember if I put anyone else's face in here, but...
Brutal! Why the hell do they need to be so damn hard? How in the hell do you expect people to do them? Especially on these fucking plane levels. I just barely made the Sapphire and Mad Bombers. How the hell do you expect me to get a gold, let alone a platinum in...
Here it is! Oh, it's me! I'm so cute! This is my... Notice the decor on the background.
Yeah.
Very pretty looking room. Very adorable. Yeah. It's because I had just moved like my computer and shit into this room. This room was originally we used this room when we were kids, I remember. This is in my old house. Yeah. We used this room when we were like, look at how adorable I am, by the way. We used this room in my I can't look at that fucking face. We used this room in my like in that house, and that was sort of, you know, a room that we would play in and shit, like when we were kids. We used to call it the playroom. But eventually, that room just kind of became like a storage room. Like, we just ended up putting crap in there when we got older. you know?
Yeah.
But, then, you know, like, I started to use the computer and shit like that, you know, and my dad got me one, and that kind of became my room, and that was, like, just as I moved in. You'll notice in later videos, if I show it again, like, all that shit off the walls is gone.
Yeah.
Because that was just there from, like, when we were kids.
You should like have that picture of your face in this video, and you put a current picture of your face over it.
It's a good idea.
They're different. Because you look fucking young as fuck in that picture.
Yeah.
Or in that fucking...
I was recording my fucking audio on OBS. Shit. So that audio is gonna sound bad, but whatever. Fuck. Fuck. Bruh, fuck.
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 Shit.
Shit. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
let's continue.
Let's go.
My adorable face. A PS... Yeah, it was an emulator, because it's the PS3 controller. Look how cute this is. This is adorable. This is so wholesome. Oh, it's Gadgetron watching. It's the black kid. That's John. That's John. Look at him. Oh, he's got a fucking fedora. It's a fucking flip phone. Oh my god. This is fucking great.
Yeah, Dad? I think I just shit my pants.
Also, Crash 3 lacks in
Adorable.
secrets. It has two
I'm really
secrets,
excited to
both
show it
of
to
which
him.
I have no idea how you would think to find. What made Crash 2's secrets so great are how they were hinted at subtly. I'm gonna spoil some secrets from Crash 2 and 3 if you don't mind. Crash 2's
If you don't
secrets were
mind.
impossible. Example, after you receive the box gem on Turtle Woods in Crash 2, if you go back and play it, you'll notice that the box counter says boxes out of 0 instead of the normal 65. Go through the level by getting 0 boxes, and a pleasant surprise will await you at the end. Now let's bring Crash 3 into the equation. This game only has 2 secrets, both of which seem to come out of nowhere. Seriously? How the hell was I supposed to know how to get grabbed by this pterodactyl during the gem route? Crash 3 is by no means a bad game, not in the slightest, but it's in the unfortunate position of being compared to its predecessor, Crash 2, which by comparison is the superior of the two. While Crash 3 may be inferior to Crash 2, that's not to say it still isn't tons of fun to play. Sure, the vehicles are annoying. Sure, the soundtrack may lack at times. Sure, the relics are a pain in the ass. But it's got some excellent graphics, great platforming, and some damn awesome bosses to boot. It's a game that you should definitely try if you're a fan of platformers. And hey, while I might not agree, a lot of people prefer this game to Crash 2. Play it yourself and you might just make up your mind.
Oh shit, what the fuck was that? That's way too
5 out of
kind.
7.
5 out of 7. Hey, yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like, please be kind to me. I'm not very smart. That's why I say that. 5 out of 7,
now,
bro.
this game serves as the finale to the Crash trilogy. Now that Crash's story is pretty much tied up, this begs the question: what's next for Crash Bandicoot? Join me next time for when I review Crash Team Racing.
Here's the pointless outro again. Reviewed by the STIMPYLAND. Didn't see that coming. Oh my god. Oh! The music's also too loud.
Surprised face.
STIMPYLAND Gadgetron Watcher. There he is. It's, like I said, the little blackened Zigodox. Is there...
What?
You jumped like into the...
Oh shit, dude, this is part of my fucking Crash 3. So I want to hear this. Because I have not spoken... Dude, this is a fucking throwback.
It's easy to get. You just...
Easy to get.
Yeah, you know, it's just easy to get.
Well, well,
Jesus.
That's fucking adorable. Anyway. That's that. So...
Interesting.
Interesting.
There's a lot of really cool shit. I think my favorite part of the video is still when you fucking almost threw up halfway through trying to speak. Can we just dial that back again, please, one more time?
If I can even find it. Fuck.
It was in the Arabian. It was in the Arabian levels, wherever there's like Arabian.
Arabic? The Muslim?
Arabic. Yeah, the Muslim.
Donut
levels.
Operator went live. Nice. I'm not watching that shit. I'm about to go to bed. Fucker.
It was
Trying to find
after your box explanation. I think it was when you were talking about the vehicles. Go back
No,
to the...
no,
yeah,
hold
go
on. I
back.
think I just saw it. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Old, really fast. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are oh my gosh, I can't.
One thing I do enjoy, however, is the...
I farted. Anyway.
Really fast. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking pee my pants.
Let's end the video by making Oh wait, hold on. Something I want to say. because this is the last part we're gonna record before we upload the first episode. I want to ask the fans. I think, people have collective fan-based titles. I think that's kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of it personally, but, I think it's cool. Some people have, like, Lady Gaga has the Little Monsters, like, there's Daniacs, there's, like, what? Jake Paulers.
The Jake Paulers?
Yeah, the Jake Paulers. It's like the Boot Gang, shit like that.
Yeah.
There's all these different collective fan-based titles. I'm thinking for Stimpyland fans, it'll be Stimpyland Pimps.
Stimpyland Pips?
Pimps.
Pimps.
The Stimpyland Pimps, because it's like the Disneyland Pimps from Mega 64. It's the Stimpyland Pimps. Or should it be the Pimpyland Stimps?
Yeah, let's do that one
The
instead.
Pimpyland Stimps? I like the Stimpyland Pimps, though. But the Pimpyland Stimps. I don't know. Leave in the comments below.
Use them. You can use them interchangeably.
Okay, here's what you have to do. Okay. In the comments below, if you have a question you want to ask us, write, like, Stimpyland Pimp or Pimpyland Stimp. That's like the first line of the comment. Okay. And the rest of it is, like, the question.
Yeah.
And we're going to ignore anything that doesn't
questions.
have those, like, that preface. Like, that's like the subject line. This is a joke, by the way. But, yeah. But you should include that in your comment, though. Stimpyland Pimps or Pimpyland Stimps? Let me know what you think.
But by the time we get around to reacting to and watching over the next review, which I believe is CTR.
CTR and Bash.
Yeah, CTR and Bash is next. So, fucking write some questions for us and some comments. I know not a lot of people really know who I am, so if you want to know more, ask me. I guess not that you would want to know because I'm just an Australian voice. You're all here for Michael for the most part.
Really old, really fast. One thing that I do enjoy, however, are
Yeah, if you want to ask us questions, ask us something in the comments, and either Michael or myself will probably answer them. I think we should answer them if they're not really worthy of being in a video, and especially for future episodes, if someone's already asked a question, we don't want to, reiterate it again in another video.
Yeah, that's what you just did right there. No,
LOL.
I'll try to answer most of the comment. Like, and I don't know, like, Liam, you can respond if you want, but
I mean the difference between answering them in the comment section of the video or answering them
I ain't doing that.
with our voice.
I never fucking comment on YouTube videos. I
I
find your comment and I reply to you and say, like, kill yourself, and that's all I do. I don't ever review I don't ever reply to comments. But I'll reply to them in video. Like, I'll definitely do that. Like, fucking just listen to me carefully. I just need you to hear this, okay? I'm such a piece of shit. Okay, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that little surprise at the end, a little nugget of fun.
Goodbye.
Yeah.